Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me at amandasinspirationstation.com. My name is Amanda Waldhart. So I have some really cute cards today for this week's Weekly Wednesday. I'm super excited to share. We have this adorable little Z Fun Fold card, and it says spectacular birthday. And then on the inside, it says, it's the best day because it's your birthday. So cute and fun. I can't wait to share and show you guys how to do that and stamp with you. And then the next one we're going to do is holy guacamole, it's your birthday. And then on the inside, it says, it's all about you. It is so cute. I love this stamp set. It's adorable. It is in our new January through April mini catalog. This is a $1 Million Achiever stamp set as well. So this is Erica Serwin's stamp set. She did a great job. I really enjoy the stamp set. It's fun. And tacos and nachos and burritos. It's like Mexican cuisine is my favorite. So when I saw this, I was like, and I love puns. So this is just perfect. I got to be honest though, I wish Stampin' Up! Actually came out with dies for these. So as you can see, we're going to be doing some fussy cutting here, but you know, that's okay. And then we do have a few sayings in these cards that I used from another stamp set from this annual or mini catalog, and it's best day. So we're going to be using this stamp set as well. So we're actually going to be using the happy birthday because right here, we're actually going to stamp happy birthday, but we're just going to cut out the birthday part. And then right here, it's your best day because it's your birthday. We're going to use that. And then it's all about you for the inside of this card we're going to be using as well. So I'm very excited about that. All right, so we're going to get started here. And I am going to grab one thing because I need to grab that. Yep, let's do that. All right, so for this week's Weekly Wednesday, we're going to make 2 cards. And I have underneath, I always post a free printable project sheet. So whatever projects we do on my Weekly Wednesday, you can print them. The project sheets will actually show the colored copy of the cards or the project. It'll give you a supply list and the measurements. And then the video is your instructions. We're going to stamp today, so that's fun. If you do not have this new January through April mini catalog, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to get one to you. And we're also in celebration right now. I always say celebration. I know that's not it. It is sale-abration. But like when I talk, it just comes out that way. And I don't know. I've been doing this for years and I try to correct myself, but you know, it doesn't always happen. Maybe it's my Wisconsin accent. I don't know. We're going to go with that. I think that's what we're going to go with. Okay. So we do have sale-abration going on right now. That began January 5th along with this mini catalog. Now this will go on until the end of February. So for any $50 item or purchase or $100 purchase, you can pick out free items. This is wonderful. So exciting. I'm having a good time creating and making different things with this. Okay, so let's start with this one first, just because there's a lot of stamping and coloring. And actually, you know what we're going to do? Nope, I'm lying. We're going to do something totally different than what we usually do. Usually I do one card at a time, but because we have so much coloring, I think what I am going to do is we're going to pull out all of the pieces that I need for actual coloring, and then we'll color everything, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start fussy cutting and putting our cards together. So we're actually going to color everything. So for this right here, I have a couple scraps. Let's start with this card first. So these are the 2 pieces or 3 pieces that I need for this card. These are for this one. All right. So for this one here, we need to, here's our piece right here. So we're going to use Memento because I'm going to be using blends today. And blends are our alcoholic, oh my gosh, can I speak? Alcohol-based, geez, what do I got on the brain? Alcohol-based markers. So with that, we want to use Memento. If you were to use Stays On, it would bleed through, so you don't want to do that. And I'm going to start at the top here with my little pepper, and I'm going to place that just so I have an idea of where then to place my saying, which I generally try to do right there in the middle. And then we have this cute little lime, which I love this little thing because you can use this for lime, lemon, orange, whatever you want to use it for. All right, so now that I have that part stamped, we're going to go ahead here and we're going to come over here and we're going to do this. So we're going to, I think I'm going to start with the saying up here like that. And we got, ooh, throwing things. Good thing that didn't land like that. It doesn't really matter where you stamp these as long as you're able to get them all on. So I'm going to do that. We have lots of fun little stamps with this set. I just love it. It's so cute. Got the little pepper there. And we have the piñata here. Or the little, I think it looks like a piñata, so we're going to go with that. And I'm going to go like that. Let's see, here's my hat. Got my hat. There we go. And then we're going to stamp over here, happy birthday, because we're going to cut that birthday part out. So now I have all the stamping done for this card. So now let's go ahead and bring this card over. So we're going to start with the Holy Guacamole. We're going to kind of go over here to the left of this piece here. And then, because we're gonna have some fun things to color. Oh, and I got to do the little faces. So we have that. This is my scrap piece right here. So let me get out my little faces here. I have, oh, maybe I didn't pull the little face. Well, we need the little faces. Hold on. I used the same face for all of it. Let's see here. Yep, I did this one. All right. Hold on. Let me put this on a little block here. And there we go. So we need that in the taco. And then we're also going to use that in the little guacamole. And then this one right here, we're going to do the avocado. These ones we're going to fussy cut out. So I'm going to do a little face there too. And then we have the little tortilla chips. And then we have this very tiny little pepper. And then what else we got? We have the little lime again. All right, so that's that. And then on the inside of the card, we're going to do the It's All About You. There we go. And some more of the chips. So I've got chips and chips. There we go. That was a lot of stamping, but that was fun. I enjoyed that. All right, so let's set this one, and this one aside because we're going to hold off on that. We'll do that card second. And let's do the Z card first. So the colors that I'm using today for our blends is I'm using all, mostly all the dark colors of the blend. So I'm using Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green. I'm using this one. Oh, I don't have the thing on here, but it's the dark Tahitian Tide. And then I'm using the dark Smoky Slate. Now I do have the light So Saffron and the light Granny Apple Green, but that's because we're going to contrast the limes. So what I'm going to do is we'll start with that. I'm going to do the limes here. I'm actually going to just color the whole entire center with the limes because I'm going to go back through with the little like pieces and do them dark, but there's no sense in me like going around them. That part doesn't matter. All right, so I'm going to do that with the light, and then I'm going to come back through and I'm going to do the dark. So I'm going to do the outline here with the dark, and then I'm going to do the insides of these like little little pieces here, like almost like little triangles. So I just love this catalog. I've heard so many people tell me different things that are their favorites. I would love, if you're watching, to post in the comments what item is actually your favorite. Like, pick your favorite bundle, pick your favorite paper, and pick your favorite embellishment. Those 3 things, and put them in the comment, because I would love to just hear which ones yours are. My favorite all-time stamp in here is the Love Cats. That is truly my favorite, but I love cats. And we all, there you go. No, obviously. That's my logo. Plus my team name is Crafty Cats. So I love the cats. All right, so I'm just going to do these here all in the dark. I'm just doing as much of the green as possible. Now, I did end up coloring in these green, but you can't really see it once I added the baker's twine, which I added. The baker's twine is the 22 to 24 in color baker's twine. I love that baker's twine. I love those colors. I honestly think those are my favorite in colors I think that we've ever had. I think those are my favorite. All right, so we got that. Oops, you know what? I got to do this little, I forgot the little top of the pepper here. We're going to do that green. All right, so now I got my dark poppy parade. Let's go ahead and color in this. And you guys get to watch me color. All right. So fun. I think this card is just cute. And I like the Tahitian tide, the bright color with it. All right. Almost done. There's that. Now we're going to use the Dark Daffodil Delight, because I'm going to use that right in here. I'm going to use that right here. And then I'm going to kind of do like a little outline of the taco. You know what these little things remind me of with the faces? I don't know if you have kids or if you've seen it. Shopkins. They're toys. And they have little faces. And they're like little foods and little hair product. I mean, you name it, they have it. I think it started out as food. And then it became, and they all have these cute little faces. So, all right. So there's our coloring. And I'll cut this out here in a minute. We're going to wait to cut that. We'll do that near the end. So let's put our Z fold card together, because this is fun. So this card actually measures at 4 1/4 by 11. And then you're going to score it at, and of course I don't have the measurements on me right at this moment because they're in the thing, but you're going to score it at 2 3/4. And then you're going to score it again at 5 1/2, because 5 1/2 just makes your card so it folds in half. So what you're going to do is, see how this is, it's just folded like this in half. And I've actually, there we go. So you're just folding your card basically like this in half. Now you have it scored in the front on the first flap, and you're just going to bring this back like this. This is what's going to give it more of a Z, the Z fold. And then I definitely would recommend using your bone folder to varnish those creases in. And we're going to do this. And that way you have the start of your card, okay? Now, you're going to have a second piece here, and it's this piece right here. Now, this is like the mechanism that kind of holds it together. Ooh, look at that's pretty. I didn't use that, so I don't know why that's in there. This piece here measures at 2 3/4. Look at my ruler's broken, but I love this ruler so much. I've had it since I was a kid, actually. I think it's funny, and I refuse to get rid of it. It's like my lucky ruler. Okay, so it measures at 2 3/4 by 10, and then you're going to score this one at 2.5, and then 7, or I'm sorry, you're going to score this one at 2.5, and then also at 5.5. No, 5.25. Okay, all right. So what's going to happen is now you have your card like this. If you were to fold it with the bigger side here, which is technically the front of it, so it's going to kind of go like this. But in order to give it that Z fold, you're going to flip this back. So we're going to use our bone folder. So I have the front of it like this, and then I have the back, so that now if you go like this, it looks like a Z. Okay. So let's go ahead and start putting our pieces together. So I have a piece of basic white here, and this is a 5. Looks like I need some adhesive here. Clearly I wasn't prepared very well. So this measures at 4 by 5.25, and which is basically what the inside of or the front layer of a card is, or the inside. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to place that flat inside the card. And then I used the 2022 to 2024 6x6 in color designer series paper. And this measures at 3 3/4 by 5. And I just did that because I liked the white matte look behind it. Okay. Now we have 2 pieces like this, or not. I wonder if this is why I had this for some reason. I don't know why I would have this piece, because I didn't use that. I think that was the start of my thing. Well, maybe should we try it? Should we see what this looks like? Why not? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I like it. Okay, so both of these pieces, one is the designer series paper. The other is actually the glimmer ombre. So these measure at 2.5 by 4, and we're going to place these flat. So you have your card open like this. You're going to open it up, and we're going to actually place these on the inside, even though they will end up being, one will end up being on the outside. So let's do this. Oh, this will be fun. Yeah, let's do the glimmer. All right. So now we have it like that. So now when our card opens up, it'll look like that. All right. And then for this one, we're going to open it up. We are going to have this piece right here, which is 2.5 by 2.5. So we're going to put that in there. I'm just going to open that flat. We have our piece right here, which this is 2.25 by 2.5. And that's where we have our little saying here. And then we're going to place this on our long piece. And we're going to do, oops, we're going to do that. All right, so now how we want to put this together so that it actually opens up correctly. So what I recommend is putting some adhesive on the back side here. Now I use just Stampin' Seal. You can use Stampin' Seal Plus if you want to. You can use green glue. You can use tear and tape. But I find that it fits, or that it works just as great, just as good. So, all right, so I'm going to not adhere this just yet. I'm going to kind of hold it, because right now what I want to do is I want to tuck this over, and I kind of want to make sure that I'm placing it so that there's still room here, there's still some room over there, and it's center in the card. So once I figure out that, which there we have it, I think that looks pretty good. I'm now just going to lay it flat, and I'm going to give it a little rub, because what's going to happen now is this piece is attached to it. Okay, so now we need to attach this piece, but we don't want to put adhesive on this entire thing, because if we put adhesive on this entire thing, this is what's going to happen. It's going to attach to here, but then there's going to be glue here, and then it's going to end up sticking. The rest of this glue is going to end up sticking here, and then you're not going to be able to open it. So we only want to make sure that we have glue right behind this section, okay? Now, because I'm using the glimmer paper, I think that I am going to go ahead and use maybe some tear and tape here. And I think what I'm going to do is I have the outer edge here. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on the inner edge. That way I know that I'm not going to close, like adhere my card shut. I know I'm not going to do that. I'm going to peel that, and I'm going to peel that, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shut this. Give it a little rub, and now we have our Z-fold card. So I have no adhesive here, so it's not going to stick to that. All right, how cute is that? Cute. All right, so we still need to cut out our little birthday, and we still need to do a little bow. So I'm just literally, I am literally taking my paper snips, and I am just going to snip around this birthday part, okay? That's all I'm doing. I don't need the happy, so we can get rid of that. And I'm going to take my mini dimensionals, and I'm going to place those behind, because we're going to pop this piece up. And I'm just going to kind of angle it like this, so it's fun. And then we're going to tie a bow. So I have a little bow maker here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap it around the back side. I'm going to cross it. The piece that's on the top, I'm going to bring it through the pegs to the back. Now I have one piece in front, one piece in back. Now I'm going to bring it forward again through the pegs. And now I'm just going to tie one knot here. And then I'm going to snip off the extra. And then I'm going to pull it up, and I have this cute little bow. I love that. I love that bow maker. I am not that great at making bows, although I've gotten a lot better over the years. And then we're just going to place that right there. And there's our card. Cute, fun, I love it. So cute. All right, so let's go to our second card. We got to do some coloring here. So I'm going to use the dark daffodil to do our chips, our little corn chips here. And we're going to do that. And then this way we can go ahead and put this in our card. Now this piece again is the inside, so it measures 4 by 5 1/4. And our card base measures at 5 by 8 1/2 and scored at 4 1/4. And we're just going to fold it on the score line. Again, use your bone folder. And then we're going to place this flat on the inside. Okay. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little chips, only this time we're not going to stamp them in Memento ink. I'm going to make sure I get that all cleaned off. Let me get that all cleaned. We'll stamp that until it's clear. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're using Daffodil Delight card base. So we're going to use Daffodil Delight. We're going to do tone on tone. And I just need it to look like the whole background is chips, but we don't need to because we're covering it. So we're just going to go around the edge. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go around the edge, doing them in different directions. And you can turn your paper. And we're just going to do these chips all the way around the edge. It's a great way to use your stamps as a background to give it just an extra texture. All right, so there it is. And if you feel there's, you know, a spot that you want to do, like over here, I would probably do like a little chip here. And I might even do another spot there. There we go. You know, because stamping's fun. Okay, so there we have that. Oh, and you know what? I don't have a piece of, well, guess what? We're going to be die cutting right now. We're going to use the second largest scallop, largest rectangle scallop to our contour dies. So we're going to use this one. Usually I have this done, but clearly I missed that. All right, so I have this piece of basic white, and I'm just going to set that down like that, and we're just going to run it through the cut and emboss machine. There we go. And I want to make sure I don't lose that. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so we have that. And we're going to place this designer series paper. This comes from our Bright 6x6 collection. Now this measures here, it's kind of a little bit of a different measurement. So it actually is 2 5/8 by 4 or 3 7/8. So the measurements are on the thing. They are just a little bit. So basically it's not quite 2 1/2. It's just shy of 2 1/2. And it's just shy of 4. So it's shy of that because I wanted the stitching to be visible. Now, if you don't like doing those little odd measurements and you want to cut it 2 1/2 by 4, you could totally do that. It just covers the stitching. I just wanted the stitching for extra texture. It's fun. I like it. So, all right, let's get out my dimensionals here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place this on the front of the card, and we'll get that on the front of the card. We're going to just place it like that. So making sure that we have, first of all, it on straight, and second of all, we have all of our little chips around. Now this is going to go across, but before we do that, we're going to do some coloring. So let's do some coloring here. We're also going to grab, and excuse my reach, I forgot that we are going to use dark soft suede. So, and I'll tell you what we're going to use that for. We're going to use that in the guacamole. So I'm using the dark smoky slate right now just for the bowl, the little bowl. And then I'm using, let's get this out. I'm going to do the light Granny Apple Green on the whole entire guac, but there are some little lines in here and some little dots that I'm going to go back through and color over those in the dark. That way it gives it kind of a contrast. Oops, and I'm going to share that. Hopefully you guys can see that so it looks blended. All right, so now we're going to do, again with the light, because we're going to do, we got that one part of the light lime. Okay, and I'm going to color in the guac with light, not the dark Granny Apple Green. I'm going to do the light. Okay, I gotta tell you, I haven't eaten dinner yet, and will be dinner time soon. And now I have chicken out, but now I'm like, tacos. But my daughter's having her, well, we're having my niece over this weekend, and she wanted to have tacos as one of the nights, so I can't have tacos right now. Or can I? You know what? Sadly, I really could. My husband is the type of person that would not. He'd be like, ugh. But I could have tacos tonight, nachos Friday, chicken enchiladas Wednesday. Like, I love it. All right. so now let's do our little chips here, because we're going to have to fussy cut all these fun things out. I know there are some of you out there that do not like to fussy cut. It's not everybody's thing. I totally get that. Every single one of my ladies at Hostess Club every month hates fussy cutting. Hates it with a passion. So I try not to do it to them, but you know what? I still do. It's good for them, I think. I think it's good for them to do it once in a while. So the trick is to never just let your, just turn the paper and move your scissors. There we go. And I also think another part of the trick is to make sure that you're leaving like a little bit of the white around. I think if you try to cut right on the actual part that's stamped, that's when it gets all wonky. Kind of reminds me of like when somebody cuts their bangs and they go to cut and then, you know, all of a sudden they're crooked, and so they keep cutting, and then they're crooked and they keep cutting. I think that to me is kind of like what happens if you don't leave a little bit of the white, because if you don't, then you keep cutting, because now you're like, oh, that doesn't look right, and you keep cutting. All right, so turn your paper. So what I'm going to do is turn my paper. I'm going to kind of cut some of that extra off and go around. And I will say this little tiny pepper is not the most fun thing to fussy cut out. It is very tiny, and I will say that. So for anybody who wants to remake this card, I am sorry about that. But I guess you don't have to, or you could just move it up a little bit where you could actually just stamp it on the white. I just think this is cute. All right, see, not too bad. Wasn't terrible. Okay, so let's go ahead now, and all we have left is to put our card together. All right, so we're going to center that. And I'm going to get out some, I'm going to do one regular dimensional here, and I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to get out some minis, because these are tiny. All right. And you know what? There's three chips. So I'm going to do 3 dimensionals. I think I was trying to say the word dimensional and chips at the same time. That was not working. All right, so then I'm going to go like this. See, when I originally did this card, I was like, oh, this is cute, but it needs that little pop of red. And that is where this little tiny baby pepper came in. This is when this little baby pepper was born. All right, I'm going to trim that a little bit. And I feel like there's a little too much white on the bottom here, so I'm going to trim that a little bit too. Okay, so we're going to place that there. And there you have it. How cute are those? Holy guacamole, it's your birthday. It's all about you. And then our cute little Z-fold card. Spectacular birthday. It's your best day because it's your birthday. Cute, cute, cute. All right, thank you guys for watching me and being patient with all of my coloring and all of my fussy cutting. If you are not a YouTube subscriber of mine, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers this year so that I can actually do YouTube lives. This is a pre-recorded video because I can't do lives yet until you have 1,000 YouTube subscribers. So I'm really trying to get that. So if you like the video, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to put in the comments what is out of this catalog. What's your favorite bundle or stamp set, or both? Your favorite designer series paper out of here, and your favorite embellishment. I would love to hear that. If you need any products today, you can go right to amandasinspirationstation.com and you can shop with me there. My hostess code, current hostess code, is always located there. I would love for you to use a hostess code. Unless your order is 150 or more, then do not use that hostess code. You will actually collect your own hostess rewards. But at the end of your order, you will also get to pick out some free celebration items. So that's exciting. And then one more thing before I let you go. I got to tell you, I think that I like this one better than this one. I like the glimmer. It looks festive and fun. Yep, I think I like that one too. Okay, you can put that in the comment too. Which one do you like better? Glimmer or polka dot? Glimmer or polka dot? All right. You guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next week for our weekly Wednesday. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Bye.